PNB Housing Finance to raise 4,000 crore rupees. Paytm gets the principal board approval for the biggest IPO ever in India. And few major announcements of quarter 4 results by the Indian companies. Hi there, my name is Hitesh and I welcome you all to Daily Market Updates by TradeBrains. Before moving on, if you're new to our channel, please comment, like and subscribe on our videos, and please don't forget to press the bell notification icon. So in the major update for the day, PNB Housing Finance will be raising 4,000 crore rupees via investments in the form of preferential allotment, and it will be majorly allotted to Carlyle Group, and they will be taking preferential allotment of 3,185 crore rupees. The share price of per share will be 380 rupees per share. And because of the positivity of this news, the share price of PNB Housing Finance hit the upper circuit of 20%. The share price at the close was trading around the 520 levels. So that is how positively this news was interpreted in the market. And even after the preferential allotment, Punjab National Bank will be the premier promoter of the Punjab National Housing Finance. This money has been raised mainly for the expansion purpose, plus also to uplift the brand name of Punjab National Bank Housing Finance Limited. Recently, if you remember, even HDFC Group had agreed to raise 7,000 crores in the form of bond. So all the housing finance company and the real estate companies are in the process of collecting money, which will be used once the situation of COVID settles down, and they would want to expand rapidly after that. Paytm IPO. This has been the talk of the town. This IPO also got the in principle approval from its board to have a 22,000 crore mega IPO. And this IPO will go public in the last quarter of this year, that is October to December time. And if this IPO becomes successful and goes through, it will be the biggest IPO in the history of Indian equity market, and it will give a valuation of nearly 2 lakh crore to Paytm. So, and it remains to be seen now how do people accept it. Please wait and watch for this section because this is not even IPO which will be talked throughout the year. Delivery, which is again an e-commerce giant, they help the e-commerce companies in the various parts of the world in delivering their goods. They have also raised $270 million in the pre-IPO round. Now, so if you see right now, all the major startups in the India are in the process of IPO, and they have got a lot of interest coming out from the global investors. So, which is always a good sign considering the global investors only invest when they see good health in the nation, and which is what can be seen in the Indian economy right now. And after this raising of funding, the total valuation of Delivery goes to $3 billion. So Delivery also will be valued around 22 to 23,000 crores. There are various lot of investors who have taken interest in the $270 pre-IPO, and Fidelity Investments have bought a major stake in the Delivery. Now moving on to a few quarterly results which were announced today itself. So Advanced Enzyme announced its quarter 4 results, and it wasn't a very encouraging one. The shares were down 7% at the start of the day and eventually closed 6.22% down. The profit didn't see any growth. There was only growth of 1% in the profit. In the previous year, same quarter, the profit was 31.33 crores, which increased to mildly 31.68 crores. So there wasn't much to talk about the performance. The analysts and the shareholders were not impressed by the performance of Advanced Enzyme, and which saw their share prices tanking almost 7% for the day. Even Bank of Baroda had a rather disappointing quarter four net loss. If you see till now, all the public sector banks which announced their quarter four results had tremendous quarter four results. But Bank of Baroda has failed to impress, and we saw a major correction in the share prices. The share prices almost tanked 1.5 to 2% for the day. In the previous year, same quarter, they had a profit of 506 crores, which actually became loss in this quarter to 1046.5 crores. So, if you are holders of these shares like Advanced Enzymes, Bank of Baroda, do let us know what you feel about those shares in our comment section. And if you want us to talk more about it, we'll be more than glad to talk about these shares. Even Divi's Lab came up with its own quarter four results. They had a very good results. Their net profit rose to 488 crores, and they also announced a dividend of rupees 20 per share. So it was a very good quarter for Divi's Lab. The share prices at one point was up 3.5% for the day, which eventually closed with a gain of 1.52% for the day. Do let us know if you are also holders of Divi's Lab or any other pharma shares. And do let us also know about what you feel about the future of pharma sector in India. Now, the next story is a rather interesting one. So, in a major break from past, China allows couple to have three children. So, till 2016, they had a strict policy of only one children per couple, which was increased to two children in 2016. Now, they have come up with a new policy of having three children for a married couple. Now, what are the major reasons for this? They are saying that the population is aging, so they want to balance with the young generation and the old generation. Plus, they are also saying that the fertility in the women is also reducing. That is, they are only having 1.3 children per married women. So those are the factors which will actually worrying the Chinese economy, and they have come up with these rules whereby which a couple is allowed to have three children. So let us see how much this policy impacts the population of China, although it is still one of the most populous country in the world. Now moving on to our favorite part, there is the number crunching part. So Bank Nifty, Sensex, Nifty, everything had a ball today. The market gapped up and it actually closed near the high for the day. So bullish momentum is intact. We are making new highs on daily basis. The market touched almost the levels of 15,600. Sensex also touched the 52,000 levels and Bank Nifty closed about 35,500 levels. The sentiment is bullish. Be patient if you're a holder of shares, and if you haven't yet entered in the market, don't get hurried and just enter the market because you feel that the market will keep going up. There will always be profit booking. There'll always be a chance to enter. Just keep your eyes close to the market and see the price action around it. The top gainers for the day were GAIL, Reliance Industries, and JSW Steel. Reliance Industry is on a bull run. In the last two sessions itself, the share price has gained nearly 150 to 200 rupees. So this is one share which is actually pushing the sentiment of the market up. The top losers for the day were Mahindra and Mahindra, Adani Ports, and Infosys. Now, what are the factors which actually contributed to the bullish momentum in the market? First being a significant drop in the COVID cases. So the total number of COVID cases in India has come down to only 1.5 lakh cases. So basically on day-to-day basis, we are contributing only 1.5 new COVID cases. And the number of people who are recovering from COVID is much larger than that. Strong quarter four performance results. So all the major companies, all the major private companies and few public banks also have announced their quarter four results in last couple of weeks, and they have actually encouraged the market. The momentum is strong, so it actually shows that the economy recovers. We don't have a robust growth in days to come, and improve performance and demand for Reliance shares as well as few finance and banking stocks. All the banking stocks, financial companies have been doing relatively well in the market. The share prices are either in the 52-week high or in the all-time highs. And even the share price of Reliance Industries is doing very well. If it manages to keep going up, there could be next major move coming in the share price of Reliance Industries. So, if you want to talk more about the performance of Reliance Industries and what are the factors which are contributing to the movement of Reliance Industries, do put your doubts in the comment section. We'll be more than glad to answer those. So this is the daily chart of Nifty. As you see, the market opened near the high for the day, although it came below the 15,400 level for some time. But again, the buying momentum came and the market closed near the high of the day. So the momentum is very bullish. There is a lot of optimism in the market. And if the stories of analysts and researchers were to be believed, we could be easily touching 16,500 levels in a very quick span of time. So do watch out for this section and do let us know what do you feel about the performance of Nifty. The major support in Nifty is around 15,400 levels and the resistance comes around 15,700 levels. So let us see which level breaches first. So that is it from us in the daily market update. If you have any more doubts, any queries, any suggestion, put everything in the comment section. And please stay home and follow all the protocols which have been issued by the central government and the state government and get vaccinated as soon as possible. I thank you for your patient hearing. I'll again see you tomorrow in daily market updates. Thank you so much.